taking up half of the important part and half is missing.
Wow. Goodness. Yay.
And you can begin when you're ready.
Hello and welcome. This is our DNAD presentation. For this, we chose the movie brief. I'm Michael, this is Harvard, Simone, and Ash. We shall begin.
Okay, so what is Mubi? Mubi is a curated online cinema bringing you cult, independent, classic and award-winning movies. It's available in over 200 countries around the globe and available on multiple devices. A subscription with Mubi is a passport to the world of cinema. Every day, their film experts introduce you to a great film and you have a whole month to watch it.
So I'm just going to give you a brief synopsis of our creative idea. So to drive online sign-ups for Mubi, we created Jasper, an intelligent chatbot that analyzes social media trends, hashtags and tweets through algorithms and big data to produce tailored film suggestions. Through the hashtag HeyJasper, social media users will interact with Jasper and receive a movie film suggestion. To complement this, we created a Facebook Messenger Jasper plugin. This allows users to directly message Jasper and allow him to analyze their social media output, further enhance his tailored film suggestions.
To the challenge. Mubi is aware that people spend on average 4.9 days a year finding something to watch. How do we get those people to stop wasting their time and put their faith into Mubi? Mubi's tone of voice is that they take film very seriously, but not themselves. They're not artsy snobs, they're like-minded people. The most essential part of this campaign is to drive online sign-ups.
So we can show you our initial response to the brief. Within our initial ideas, we analysed the brief carefully. We wanted to focus on Mubi's essential checklist highlighted in their brief. So this checklist was to drive sign-ups online, that we were free to execute in any medium we saw fit, considering the most relevant channels. Finally, is our work acting as a beacon for great cinema or just adding to the noise? So in terms of driving sign-ups online, we believe this meant introducing Mubi and its concept to as many relevant people as possible. This led us to believe our campaign will be primarily online-based, as being online grants us the ability to gain contact with the most amount of potential customers. We knew Mubi were not looking for a simple print advertisement. It needed to be more complex and interesting with a possible social media format. As highlighted in the brief, we were allowed to execute our idea in any medium we saw fit, considering the most relevant channels. After some extensive research into our target audience, the most relevant channels were primarily Twitter, with some use of Facebook. Our target audience were also relatively active online newsreaders. Because of this, we wanted to target some of our advertising on news websites such as the Telegraph. So the final comment Mubi make on the brief is to make sure our work acts as a beacon for great cinema and not just add to the noise. This confirmed the belief that our idea had to be targeted. We needed the idea to only come into contact with those that were interested. This created the start of our social media chatbot idea, a combination of social media interaction that utilises big data and algorithms to create targeted advertising.
When looking at industry research, I noticed for video streaming services such as Netflix and Hulu grew by 29% in 2015. That same year showed that Hulu, Netflix and Amazon controlled 98% of non-cable profits and revenues. The following year showed it decreased to 91%, but showed an increase in revenues, showing that there's more demand for streaming services as well as there's more opportunities for different streaming services. From this, it showed that households were more increasing on streaming services than traditional TV subscriptions. At the end of 2014, this was at 18.8%, and by the end of 2016, this rose to 21.9%.
So, big market research has for a long time relied heavily on consumers' self-reporting, their needs, attitudes, and emotions. Data has the potential to bypass these biases of self-reporting to derive new insights and radically change our understanding of human behavior. As an example, through big data, Lufthansa was aware that they were engaging in a price war for the Stockholm-Berlin route, with several airlines, including discount airlines such as Ryanair. Lowering prices was not an option for the brand perception and could ultimately jeopardize the brand experience. Lufthansa used big data to get more suites to Germany's national carrier. Lufthansa could not and did not want to dilute its brand promise and values by engaging in a price war. So it leveraged creative thinking inspired by the data to determine how to use the quality nature of the brand to its advantage. As a result, the contest website generated over 100,000 visitors in a few days. So chatbots. Using chatbots for advertising and marketing purposes is also using the so-called dark social area. So the term dark social refers to social sharing and conversations that are private and occur outside of what can be measured by web analytic programs. 90% of social marketing investment is on public platforms, making dark social a potential area of opportunity for marketers. X, the Unilever brand, a deodorant brand, successfully used WhatsApp to communicate with millennial men in Ecuador, helping it achieve an increased sales return of 33%. Facebook has assumed a lead role in bringing these services towards the mainstream. And its preferred intermediary between man and machine is Facebook Messenger. A smartphone and desktop app originally unveiled 4 years ago, now boasts over 900 million users. So as an example, we've got Hello Jarvis, which is a reminder chatbot created by Facebook itself. And you can tell them to remind you of something that you want to be reminded of. Light Poncho is a weather forecasting chatbot, which lets you, which tells you the current weather near you. And we also use this for our creative development, which you will see later. And also, the company 1-800-Flowers uses chatbots for flower sales, and the president of 1-800-Flowers said that over 70% of the company's chatbot sales orders are from new customers. Also, Activision used a chatbot for their latest Call of Duty Infinite Warfare game, and which logged over 6 million chats in just 24 hours.
So, Amazon has taken on Netflix with the launch of Prime Video in more than 200 countries and territories around the world. A monthly subscription option in the UK for Prime Video is priced at $5.99 per month and has been available since Amazon launched Prime Video in 2014, as it's continued over from the Love Film Instant package. Amazon acquired DVD by mail and streaming company Love Film for a reported $200 million in 2011. Between Netflix and Amazon, video users in the survey have shifted towards watching more original content. Then there is even a vast increase among Prime users from 7% to 31%, who say that original content is their most watched type of video content, compared with Netflix users from 20% to 32%. Netflix provides services in 3 segments: international streaming, domestic streaming, and domestic DVD. Access and view more than 1 billion hours of shows and movies per month, including Netflix original series. Members can pay, pause, and resume watching its content with commercial breaks. Netflix is for everyone, and the aim is to go for 70% of households. Large libraries which delivers personalised recommendations based on keywords, which are algorithms. But the negative about this, because they have such a large library, it takes a long time to actually choose what kind of film you do actually want to watch. Also, they need to obtain thousands of films for streaming rights, so because it's for everyone, they need a large amount of content to appeal. Another competitor that holds a similar target audience to movie is Empire magazine. Empire is the biggest selling film magazine in the UK. They review both mainstream films and arts films. However, unlike movie, they concentrate more on mainstream films. The target audience is stated as between 25 to 34 and 35 to 45 age range. Another publication that shares a similar target audience with movie is Wired. Wired magazine is all about what's next in terms of trends and big ideas that change lives. It explores the next big scene in science, culture and business. Both magazines would be a perfect advertising platform for Movie and Jasper. They share a common target audience and a topic of interest.
So for target audience, Movie state they already have an existing passionate international community, one that's full of film fans, students, filmmakers, festival goers and more. However, it's still those in the know secret. Movie target audience is anyone that is interested in culture, whether it's art, music, design or architecture. They are smart, interested and appreciative of like minds and hate being let down and wasting time. When trying to imagine the stereotypical desired audience for Movie, we imagined a 25 to 45 year old that thinks of themselves as a bit of an intellect. They have an established career and some expendable income that they are willing to indulge in cultural experience.
So we wanted to write a creative brief to understand exactly what we need to do. So we need to portray the movie's brand statement, which was that it sees itself as the antidote to oversaturated choice and average film content. Our advertising objective is to help film lovers swap endless searching for instant satisfaction and drive sign-ups online. The consumer message that we need to portray is that Movie is hand-picked cinema by a human being and not an algorithm. Save 4.9 days a year by trusting Movie for a good watch. The key consumer benefit is that we can save consumers 4.9 days a year by introducing them to Movie. There's no more endless scrolling. And finally, Movie's tone of voice is no to arrogant, elitist, aloof or dull, yes to witty, exciting and charming.
To begin the creative development, we conducted some research into existing chatbots. We decided to take inspiration from the most popular Facebook Messenger chatbots, as they have the largest user rates and proved to be successful in past campaigns. In the terms of design, the majority of popular chatbots have a vector design icon. We felt that this stems from users finding it slightly awkward to talk to a human face. The use of graphic icons creates a comfort of secrecy and reinforces the bot imagery. Graphic design also allows unlimited possibilities when creating a character. A good example of this is Poncho, a raincoat wearing cat that tells you the weather forecast, one of Facebook's newer and popular chatbots. From looking at all these examples, a bold style and colour is standard. This led us to believe that our own design needed to be relatively simple and bold to look clear and visible on mobile screens, which is the primary target for our chatbots.
So taking influence from the creative development on the chatbots, we have our own design of Jasper. The designs began with a few character creations. We wanted the design to be clean and crisp, reflecting Movie's web design and their logo style. Once we decided on a character, we tried to use Movie's brand colours for the design. After some consideration, we thought the further developments looked a little bit too cold. To rectify this, the final design included warmer colours, however still including Movie's brand colours for Jasper's clothes. And we've made a video that explains who Jasper is and what he does in more detail with some example content that might interact with.
Ever find yourself scrolling endlessly for something good to watch? On average, people spend 4.9 days a year doing just that. What you need is friendly advice you can trust from someone in the know. Meet Jasper, resident cultural aficionado and film guru. He knows his Kubrick and his Hoffman. And he can't wait to give you his tailored film suggestions based on your social media output. So Jasper's main place of work will be Twitter. His job is to analyse social media trends. His aim will be to find relatable data for the current 30 movie film streaming. With this data armed and ready, Jasper will act is a platform that Twitter users can ask with the hashtag #HeyJasper. Jasper would then analyse that user's tweets and favourites. With these results, Jasper can successfully recommend a movie film to the Twitter user, sending them a link that directs to the free online sign-up page. As an extension to the Film Guru service on Twitter, we will create a Jasper for Movie Facebook Messenger plugin. Facebook users will simply tap the Jasper button and allow Jasper to analyse their life. That's an interest. With this information, Jasper can make an informed decision on what movie film would suit their interest. Along with this, users will be able to ask Jasper film trivia and receive an instant response. To launch this campaign, we will use digital display advertising. We will create advertisements that relate to current news events and trends. These will be shown on relevant news websites. The content of the advertisements will reflect the daily headlines. Once clicked, each advert will send viewers to our landing page. This page introduces Jasper and what he can do for them. They will also encourage viewers to use our #HeyJasper hashtag on social media. We will also incorporate native advertising, such as online quizzes. An example of this would be, we can tell what type of person you are from your movie preferences. This will be hosted on social media pages such as BuzzFeed. This native advertising will also send viewers to our landing page. Conversational advertising has created a chance for brands such as movies to advertise in a way that is much more personal.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. We understand.
Yeah, so as you could see in the video, we have created 5 touch points that included social networks and also third-party platforms such as news websites and BuzzFeed, as an example. And on Twitter, Jasper will, that's the main platform for Jasper, where users can tweet to Jasper and ask questions. For example, what film should I watch with the hashtag #HeyJasper, and then the bot would answer or give a suitable answer to, according to their data, the social network data. And also on Facebook, Jasper will be present as a chatbot as well, where although on Facebook the user has one more ability to ask Jasper about film trivia, as an example. So a user can ask Jasper about the movie Pulp Fiction, let's say what cast were performing in the movie, and Jasper would give the answer to the user.
You have 1 minute, guys, so if there's anything you want to touch points.
Yeah.
Also on BuzzFeed, there would be the native advertising as a quiz, which turned out to be very popular, and also addressing our target audience in a way, and would also increase the spreadability of the campaign. As you can see here, this is our example of the live advertisements, which are very new and unique so far. And we got this, so the advertisements would address the daily headline of the news website, and we this advertisement, as you can see, is from O2, and it has inspired us to use it in a similar way for our campaign, and we thought it was a very successful and good campaign. And this is our landing page, where the user gets informed about Jasper and movie and what they can do with the Jasper chatbots, and yeah, that's pretty much everything.
Great. Thanks, guys. That's pretty much a succinct pitch.
Just going to switch the